One of the major storylines that's kind of been slept under the radar here as we get closer and closer to NBA free agency is the Utah Jazz. Mike Conley's free. And obviously the Jazz went out of their way to go trade for Mike Conley. They would like for him to finish his career there in Utah. But here's the thing. Mike Conley can still command a hefty ticket. Remember, he was one of the All-Star game replacements last minute over in Atlanta last year or earlier, last season. So, Mike Conley can still say, hey, I'm of this yoke. I'm of this caliber. You put me in that Utah team. They've been better ever since. We had a great regular season last year, #1 out west. I'm still high value. And can Mike Conley get close to what Kyle Lowry is demanding, which we're hearing around $25 to $30 million? Can he get close to, Chris Paul's going to want to deal around $40 million a year. So I'm saying, Mike Conley still got value, bang for your buck. Veteran point guard that comes in your locker room and doesn't cause any conflict, comes in, does his job, and somehow, some way finds a way to kind of galvanize his troops, not the conventional way, not the rah-rah type of dude, but he doing something right. He was successful in Memphis and successful in Utah. Here's the thing. Utah don't have enough money to pay all these guys. They got that nucleus that's been around for a few years now. Here's the thing. If you bring in Mike, you deep in luxury tax. And reports are Utah's potentially making a couple of their guys available. The Bojan Bogdanovic of the world, who was just tremendous for Utah in the postseason. And then also you got Royce O'Neale that's been reportedly made available. Then also Joe Ingles, his name is the one that's the hottest out there as a guy that could potentially be moved by Utah any second now in hopes of clearing up some cap room to re-sign Mike Conley comfortably and not feel bad about your luxury tax bill. So stay tuned for that, man. That I personally, Mike did make his return in that Clipper series, and he struggled. What was he, 1 for 6 with 5 points, something like that. If I were Utah, I would say the most expendable piece, and I know this, I hate to say this, would be Mike. I'd rather move off from Conley versus move off of some of these other pieces. Royce O'Neale serves a purpose. He's a guy that you can get at a fairly reasonable rate. You look at Bogdanovic's shooting is just you're not gonna be. Look, man, he's a sniper. Joe Ingles' playmaking abilities. You could work something out with Mitchell being on the ball more and bring Ingles back into that starting lineup if you want to. Obviously, you got that Clarkson. That Clarkson guy is really good at scoring. I would say, man, you could go get another point guard. Would he be Mike? Nah. Would he shoot like Mike? Nah. But there are guys available. The Eric Bledsoes of the world are available again. Is he Mike Conley shooting the rock? Nah. But can he get the job done? I think so. And if you go in a different direction, a guy like Rajon Rondo could be a guy that takes a lot of the pressure off Mike Conley from the basket or from Donovan Mitchell on the basketball. So stay tuned. Utah's got an interesting one. Will Mike Conley be willing to take a discount? Hey, I made a lot of money in my career. I'm more focused on being in a good situation where my family's comfortable and winning. Or is he like, look, bro, this is a business at the end of the day. I want to run them bags up. I want to run that bank account number up more than anything else. So that will be one interesting storyline to follow. Stay tuned with more. I'm going to be following it. You want to make sure you subscribe to this platform. Next few weeks are going to be crazy, but at least y'all get to do it with yours truly, the one and only. I'm Mr. Taliaferro, a.k.a. it's Mr. Taliaferro, a.k.a. Who's Pharaoh. I got so many nicknames, it's tiring.